common 12, average 11-17. Alright, that was dead center. Impact velocity 11-15. It's a recovery of the Corbon 32 North American Arms, or 32 NAA. Got the white background up. We're quickly scanning down through the wound channel looking for debris, and there's quite a bit. Right there we see our first flake, and there's a piece of the core, another flake, a couple more small flakes. And then we finally come to our bullet, which looks like it did actually penetrate a little bit more and then bounced back. So I'm going to swap out for the black background so we can get a little closer look at that bullet and the wound channel. Okay, we've got the black background up. We also have the clear ruler put up in front of the wound channel. The grid is in 1-inch increments. And you can see expansion starts very quickly. By the time we reach 1 inch, we've actually got a pretty substantial expansion cavity where the hollow point is actually starting to expand. Maintains fairly constant. Starts to drop off. Bullet finally comes to rest. You're not going to believe this. Bullet finally comes to rest. I'm going to call it 11 1/8 inches of penetration from this round. 32, little 60 grain jacketed hollow point, moving at about 1100 feet per second, penetrated 11 1/8 inches into the clear gel. We'll pull the ruler off now. Take a little bit closer look at that bullet. It entered, expanded, penetrated beyond 11 1/8. I would call that every bit of 11.5 inches to the very front of that wound channel. And then it, as we've seen with these very light bullets in this clear gel product, it pushed back and retreated back down the wound channel slightly as the block compressed. We're looking at the nose of the bullet, so the bullet entered and turned about 90 degrees to the right. And the expansion cavity, this was in that 1 to 3 inch mark. Pretty substantial. I mean, for a little tiny 60 grain jacketed hollow point bullet, that's pretty phenomenal performance. It's not 1, but 3 test shots. Here are the first 2 that went into the block. They're like right on top of each other, unfortunately. But they all performed exactly the same. They all had some minor fragmentation. And then these 2 shots actually skipped out the side of the block. And they did so a little bit further than our test shot, which you see in the background right here. So very consistent performance across 3 shots.